is Toastmaster Mohit Agarwal. He is here. Then Table Topic Master Toastmaster Sartaj is here. G Kanchan is there. And we have our counter as Siddharth. Timer and Grammarian, we are yet to fill the role. Toastmaster Geeta, would you like to take the role of timer?
Timer is very boring. Very boring.
Or any other role? We have the role of grammarian open.
Grammarian, yeah, grammarian is still okay. Or I will take Sa.
Okay.
I will take Sa. हेलो, अरे कब लेके जाओगे तुम?
Can you tell me the name of both evaluators?
ठीक है.
One is Tana for Toastmaster Nadeem. I don't see there's no second evaluator at the moment, Kanchan.
आज
Okay,
शाम
but
को.
name is Tanu and Nadeem, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Tanu
Nadeem
and
is
Nadeem.
the one, and Toastmaster Tanav is the evaluator for Nadeem. And both of the speeches are icebreaker. Let me check with Nadeem. I will just call and ask the people to join. Toastmaster Geeta, then you are the Sanya ke counts.
Sa, yeah.
And who is the timer and grammarian today?
Yeah, let me see if some people are joining. They would be able to take the timer.
If you want, I can take the role of timer.
Okay, that's great, Manish. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can be the timer.
Manish timer.
Yes.
And grammarian?
Grammarian, the role is still open. If someone wants to take from the meeting right now, they can take the role. We have the role of grammarian open.
Okay, Manik. So evaluator name is Tanu, right? For speaker
Yes.
Nadeem.
Yes.
And
Yes.
second evaluator?
Second evaluator is also not filled. Speaker is Toastmaster Mohit Agarwal. Let me just call Nadeem and ask if he's joining.
अच्छा पापा को एक और काम करिए बात को
Kanchan, we are just left with grammarian and the second evaluator. Rest all the role players are filled. I am just checking if
Yeah.
Toastmaster Nadeem would join. And meanwhile, Toastmaster Nancy, would you like to take the role of grammarian? Okay, I'm writing your name then. Thank you so much. So, Kanchan, Nancy would be the grammarian.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
And we're just left with evaluator. If someone would like to take the role of speech evaluator from the meeting.
Uh, mm, I think choose evaluator.
Speech evaluator.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we have the speech of Toastmaster Mohit Agarwal, and you can evaluate him. All right. Geeta ji, would you like to double up as grammarian?
No, because I'm not well. I slept in the bathroom for the past 1 week. Yeah, I'm just joining the meeting. Just I should not leave the meeting, so I need some rest. I cannot sit for a very longer time.
Okay.
Who
No,
is second evaluator?
Toastmaster Nancy.
And so she is not taking grammarian. Okay.
Yes. Kanchan, would you like to double up as grammarian? You can cover up in your GE report itself.
Okay. I will take. I will give my best. Let's say. Okay. I will take grammarian.
Okay, thank you so much. I will be the presiding officer. Will once Toastmaster Geeta will start. Toastmaster Geeta, you can give the stage to me as the presiding officer.
Stage to you.
Yes, I will be the
Okay.
presiding officer.
So shall I start?
Yes, I think we have all the role players. I will just recollect the names of the people who have joined. Toastmaster Geeta would be the sergeant at arms. Presiding officer is Mehak. I would be the K-Mod. Speaker 1 is Toastmaster Nadeem. Evaluator for him is Toastmaster Tanav. Speaker 2 is Toastmaster Mohit Agarwal. Evaluator is Toastmaster Nancy. Both of the speeches are icebreaker. We have table topic master Toastmaster Sartaj. GE is Toastmaster Kanchan. Timer Toastmaster Manish. Grammarian again Toastmaster Kanchan will cover up. And our counter is Toastmaster Siddharth. I see that all the role players have joined now. I would request everyone to please switch on your videos as well. Now I will present the stage to Toastmaster Geeta to continue with the Sajak exams.
Mehak, actually, I have connected my laptop with my phone. If I'm turning my video, I'm facing network issue. Right now, I'm managing two things. So please allow me today to turn off my video. I'm attending two
Okay,
meetings.
sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Shall I start?
Yes.
A very warm welcome to today's Toastmasters meeting. Good morning, everybody, and very warm welcome to all of you. As you know, my name is Geeta Sudan, and I am your sergeant at arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all. I'm very happy that you all have put your cameras on and I can see your faces. As you know, you must be knowing what is Toastmasters, the non-judgmental platform where we learn to speak and we develop leadership skills. And there are certain rules which we have to abide while we are in the Toastmasters meeting, online meeting. You have to keep your cameras on because we can see everybody can see your face, and by seeing the face, we'll have a more interactive meeting. Secondly, please keep your mobile phone on the silent mode or the airplane mode, and please keep your mic mute when you are not speaking. And fourth, don't speak on the sensitive issues like sex, religion, politics. Don't speak on these issues, and encourage others to speak more and more. And you should also try to participate more and more. By participating more and more, you will be having benefit of the Toastmasters. Because I am the one who had never spoken a word on the stage in school, college, office, but now I can speak. I have no problems. I'm seeing a tremendous difference in me, tremendous, a big shift. Like now, if anybody can say that you have to speak certain lines on 15th August or I can speak for 2-3 minutes, no problems, no hesitation. I'm thankful to the Toastmasters. I'm thankful to you people that you have encouraged me so much that I can speak in front of you. And last, very important thing, that last but not the least, we have to participate more and more and encourage others. By this, I end up and give the stage to a very cute girl, Mehak Kapoor. She is very, very cute and lovable. I, I wish she should be my daughter. I'm she's so cute. So cute. So I am handing over the stage to the most cute and lovable girl, Mehak. Please, Mehak, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Geeta, for such kind words and for such a beautiful introduction as the Sergeant accounts for the meeting. Good morning, everyone, to your Toastmasters, guests, and all the friends. A very warm welcome to the Legal Stories Toastmasters Club group. Today, I am going to play the role as the presiding officer. So, I welcome you all to the meeting. And I would want to say that the first impression hits a lifetime. So, today, as the presiding officer, my only job is to make sure that the meeting is worth remembering. And considering as the teamwork as well, I'm going to take you to the fascinating world of words. And so that I can treat you well with some of the good usage of the grammar and the English words. So, whether you come here to speak, to listen, to learn, or simply to escape your Sunday morning routines, you're exactly where you need to be. Before we begin, I am sure that there are certain ground rules, the housekeeping rules that Toastmaster Geeta has already covered. I would now like to welcome our guest, who we are so delighted to have on the stage with us. First, I would like to call I think Manish, Toastmaster Manish, I think you are a guest in the meeting today.
No, I am Toastmaster member of Chalk and Duster Club.
Yeah, okay. Would you like to introduce yourself to the club members?
Yes, of course. So my name is Manish Singh. Um, I'm member of Chalk and Duster Club. So the meeting happens on every Saturday. I am member of that club. I joined this club just 3 or 4 months ago. And if I talk about my job profile, so currently I'm working in BPS department with Tech Mahindra from last 5 years as a team manager. And yes, I joined Toastmasters just because to improve my communication skill, to build confidence, to become a fluent speaker by giving the speeches and talking with each other. With the help of each other, I wanted to become a good public speaker. That's all from my side.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manish, for joining in the meeting today and for also taking up a role as the timer. We really appreciate and we hope that you will learn certainly some of the good things about the club as well and about the meeting for sure. Now I
Thank
would like to call on stage guest Abhay and would like him to introduce himself to the club members.
Uh, Hi everyone, my name is Abhay. This is my first time for joining any Toastmaster meeting. By profession, I am an advocate. I just graduated and enrolled into the Bar Council of Delhi. So, hoping to a good time with you all.
Thank you so much for joining, Abhay. Definitely, you are at the right place, and I'm sure you are going to learn certainly some of the new things about Toastmasters and about how the meeting runs as well. Now I can see uh, Monica Yadav joining. I would request if you would like to say something about yourself, a few words, how you got to know about the club, and a brief introduction about yourself as well.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Monica Yadav, and I am a web developer. So, uh, I have first joining is Toastmaster.
Can you please put your camera on, Monica? We can see your face at least. Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Good. Very good.
Hi, Monica. Thank you so much for joining in with us.
Thank you.
I'm sure that you're going to learn certainly some new things about the meeting and how about Toastmasters run as well. Now, I would like to call on stage Anjali. Anjali, would you like to say something and introduce yourself to the members?
Yeah, hi everyone. Good morning. I am Anjali Yadav, working as a senior manager biostatistics in JSS Medical Research. So I want to improve my English, and I have total 17 year of experience. But if I talk about English, it's not good. So just me. Yeah, good to meet all of you. Let's see how I can improve. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anjali, for joining in. And you're at the right place if you're looking forward improving your English speaking, or if you're looking forward to improve your leadership skills as well.
Thank
Now
you.
I can see Rahul joining us. Yes, Rahul, would you like to
Yeah,
introduce yourself to the club members?
sure. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
And I think I should be visible now as well. All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rahul, and I am a working professional. I was a part of Storytellers Club, and I've been a Toastmaster for more than 5 or 6 years. And I think yeah, I'm trying to be more consistent. This time by attending the meeting so that I think I can restart my journey with Toastmasters again and enhance my communication and confidence. And yeah, I could totally relate to what Toastmaster Geeta was saying. I was also gone through similar experiences where I've had my stage fear, public speaking fear, and my confidence was low. But yeah, I experienced a significant difference in my confidence and communication after joining Toastmasters. And since I've not been consistent for last maybe 1 year, 2 year, I can again see drop in my confidence. So yeah, definitely I would again like to restart my journey, and therefore I'm here today and trying to be consistent. So yeah, looking forward to this meeting and learning from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rahul, for joining in again. And I'm sure that we're going to see you as a member very soon. Now, I think we are done with the guest introduction. I have a special announcement to make for all of you. We very soon we are going to have a book launch session that is conducted by Legal Stories Toastmasters Club. It would be happening on 23rd of August, same timings that we are having for our club meetings. It would be again in the hybrid mode as well as in the offline mode. Details will be published soon. However, this would be conducted by our very own Toastmaster Kanika, who is a member of Legal Stories Toastmasters Club, and currently she is serving as the president of the club. She has written a book, and we are going to have witness a session on how she has developed the idea for the book, how she made it to a success, and how she published it basically. So we're going to have a keynote speech and a book launch session that would be taking place on 23rd of August. So I am sure that all of you would be excited for the same. The posters will be rolled out soon, so you will get to know more information about the same. With this, I think it's the time to dive into our meeting for today. That's the theme for the meeting is let's use our words. So I'm sure that all of us be sure that how important words are in our lives, right? That how it can be used in such a way that it could be funny, it could be clever, sometimes can be confusing, and can also leave us big rake at times. Maybe when you said something and immediately forgot. For instance, when you say that that's not what I meant. So there is a different wordplay that takes place in English grammar and English language that is happening all the time. Right? For instance, when I say a sentence, I literally died laughing. Now here, did you actually die? Hopefully not. Well, this sentence is actually a hyperbole. It's basically an exaggeration which is used as an emphasis or basically an humor. And I'm sure that at Toastmasters, we love this hyperbole. For instance, when we say, I've told you a million times, or the speech took forever. Here, no one is actually dying. We are just making our words bigger than the reality. Well, then, if we just say a sentence, I heard it with my own ears. Well, whose other ear were you planning to use? Right? So that's pleonasm. Using more words than necessary to express an idea. For instance, free gift, advanced planning, past history, or pin number. It's exactly pin usually have an N which takes number, but we would actually say pin number. So language is wonderfully ridiculous. We have seen that how we can use different words, how we can use different sentences. And English language is always growing and always challenging. We can see, you can Google some different words. For instance, there was a word in that is being used uh, in South for ayo, right? Now, this is a South Indian expression which is primarily used to express regret or grief. And this is now a word which is accepted in the Oxford English Dictionary as well. So you can see that how English language tries to change itself, how it accommodates in many new speakers. Right? But sometimes the growth is not just like a word is added, but it also means that a new development has taken place to the English language. So now I am going to say a few, certainly some of the words that are usually misspelled or misused by most of us, which is so common mistake that we all happen to use it unconsciously. For instance, how many of us have used the word etc.? Well, can anyone define that what this word actually means? Yes, Toastmaster Mohit, you were raising your hand.
On a very lighter note, it's kind of thinking capacity. So, but no.
Yes, exactly. Actually, the word is not etc. It's etc. It means ETC and it's not EXCETERA. So more oftenly, you're correct. Like in Indian sense, people have been using these words definitely incorrect, but it's etc. How that's how it is pronounced. There is no X to be found anywhere in the word etc. Now, the next word that other we have been using it incorrectly is undoubtedly, and we have been using it undoubtedly. So this is also a common mistake that happens, and that we're using unconsciously again. If you mean without a shadow or a doubt, that's how we have been using it. UNGOUBTABLY. But it's actually TOUBTEDLY. So there is basically a sound of B that has to be skipped. That's a silent word that we're not supposed to use. So that's again a wrong thing that we have been using. Another one is, what is your good name? Well, I'm sure that most of us have used this word very commonly. Or when you're asking someone their name, you more often use like, what is your good name? Well, again, this is a wrong sentence. There is nothing good or bad in any of the names that we have been using. But this is actually being a phrase which is translated from Hindi language. Now, how many of us have used the Hindi phrase, "Aapka shubh naam kya hai?" That's actually correct. But people have translated that into English, what is your good name? So it's just a Hindi line that says, "Aapka shubh naam kya hai?" has been translated to English, what is your good name? Again, that's a wrong usage of the English grammar. There is nothing good or bad in the name. Passing out. Now, I think we all have been using this word. I passed out of class 10th. I passed out of class 12th. We are not passing out. And if you use these words in UK or USA, in any other countries, they would actually mean that we literally passed out. And so the word that is being used, the correct word is, I am a graduate, I am a postgraduate, I completed my class 10th, I completed my class 12th. So there is no word likely in English grammar that is being used as passing out. And there are many more. I would just cover one of them, which I also heard, that is out of station. And this phrase is also has little to do with railways. It's used regularly in India, more often in India, to suggest someone that you are out of town. Like, so I was out of station is often an excuse which is being given for not being at work or at school. And again, this is a wrong usage of the English grammar. There is no word as out of station, because if you are covering it, it would definitely or literally it would mean that you are out of the station and not as an out of town. So this is again a wrong usage of the grammar. There are many again. For instance, mugging up, like we often use, or sitting on my head. These are some of the words that can be converted from the Hindi language just to the English language. Like sitting on my head. If you convert it into the Hindi, the phrase is "मेरा दिमाग क्यों खा रहा है?" That's just being converted to the English language, sitting on my head, which literally means just eating my brains, and there is no justification being given in the English language that that's a correct saying. So now, just to wrap up and just to cover up that how wrong certainly some of the grammar phrases that we have been using, that says that words are like these eggs which are dropped from great heights. You can no more call them back than ignore or the mess that they have taken once they are fallen or once they fall. We're going to see in the meeting today that how some of the English figure of speeches can be used in our speech languages or in our flow of the English when we are delivering maybe a speech or when we are delivering a sentence or whenever we are speaking. For instance, there are many figure of speeches that how we can improve our way of communication, because words are not something that to be used. It has to be used perfectly as well. We will cover some certainly some of the things like how figure of speeches can be used. For instance, there are oxymoron, there are spoonerism in English language, then there are heteronyms, there are homophones, alliterations, metaphors, similes. I am sure that you must be all very much in line with what all these means. But let's see how we can use them in our speeches as well to make our speeches more engaging, more interactive. With this, I would like to call the 3 stages of what the Toastmasters meeting would be conducted of. The first stage is the prepared speech session, wherein the prepared speakers will deliver the speeches from the pathway that has been presented by Toastmasters International. The second segment would be the cable topic session, wherein the cable topic master would present some topics to the cable speakers. And the third, the most exclusive segment is the general evaluation session, wherein the general evaluator will conduct the whole evaluation of the meeting with the timer, our counter, grammarian, and the speech evaluators. Now, without further ado, let's call on stage our general evaluator for the meeting today, Toastmaster Kanchan, to carry forward and introduce the other role players and the tag team players. Toastmaster Kanchan, the stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible. Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster, honored guests, and friends. As the general evaluator, my role is to evaluate the overall quality of today's meeting. While the speech evaluators focus on the individual speakers, I will observe how effectively the meeting is conducted, including the meeting flow, transition timing, introductions, and the performance of the meeting role players. My objective is to highlight what went well and suggest area for the improvement to help us all grow. Evaluation section is divided in three sections. Like first one would be evaluating the entire meeting session. Second one, I have ops role player who will be assisting me to smoothly evaluation of this meeting. And the third one is speech evaluator. So now, first I will call to the aux role player. First, may I invite the ARC counter to present their report. And today's ARC counter is Siddharth. I invite Toastmaster Siddharth for presenting their reports and helping the team member to understand their roles and responsibilities in this meeting. The floor is yours, Toastmaster Siddharth.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanchan. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
All right, thank you. So, good morning, fellow Toastmaster, and welcome guest. So, I'm Siddharth, your ARC counter today. So, my role today, I mean, for the new guys who are here for the first time, so I'll explain my role. So, my role as an ARC counter is to listen carefully to every speaker and catch those little stumbles or verbal stumbles we all fall into without realizing it, right? So I'm talking about the filler words, the sounds like so, like, and the repeated words or maybe a false start. Whether it's your table topic, your prepared speeches, or any comment from the floor, I'll be listening closely. And our goal is simple. We are here to help each other to be more aware of these habits and to make our speeches more clear, more confident, and more powerful. So I'll be helping you with this habit to go away. And good luck, everyone. Let's see how we can keep this clean. Thank you. Over to you, Kanchan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddharth, for explaining your roles. Now, we will learn about the time management. And for that, I would like to invite our timer for the day. He will be helping us to manage our times, whether we are speaking or taking any kind of the role. So, Toastmaster Manish, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanchan. So, hello, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I am playing the role of timer. So, this is one of the skill which we learned at Toastmaster to deliver speech within strict time limits. So, as the timer, I am responsible for keeping track of time throughout the meeting. So, as informed by Toastmaster Mahak, there would be three segment. The first one is prepared speech, the second one is table topic, and the third one is speech evaluations. So I will keep track of timings for all these segments. So for prepared speech, the timing would be 5 to 7 minutes. So I will show the green card at 5 minutes. I will show the yellow card at 6 minutes. And I will show the red card at 7 minutes. And the grace period of 30 seconds. For table topic, I will show the timing duration would be of from 1 to 2 minutes. I will show the green card at 1 minute. I will show the yellow card at 1.5 minute, and I will show the red card at 2 minutes. Similarly, we have the speech evaluation. The timing would be 2 to 3 minutes. So I will show the green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2.5 minutes, and red card at 3 minutes. So this will be the timing section for each and every segment. That's all. Over to you, Toastmaster Kanchan.
Thank you, Toastmasters Manish, for explaining your roles and responsibility very well. Toastmaster Mehek, I would like to confirm that today we have icebreaker speech. So timing, I believe, 4 to 6 minutes, not to 5 to 7 minutes, right? Can
Yes,
you please
both of the
confirm?
speeches are icebreaker. Yeah, timing will be 4 to 6 minutes.
Toastmaster Manish, please note down that the speech's timing would be 4 to 6 minutes. So you may raise your card at 4 minutes green, at 5 minutes yellow, and at 6 minutes red. I hope you are clear.
Yes, I'm clear, noted.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Manish. So I'm also playing the role of grammarian, and our today topic is let's use our words. So I believe this session is already covering by Toastmaster Mahesh. He is using great usage of grammar, great usage of correct pronunciation of the word. And I like throughout the speech, I'm also observing closely everyone's speeches, like usage of correct grammar, usage of amazing words, and also I'm helping everyone to learn word of the day and word of the phrases. And let me call. So today word of the day is resilient. Resilient means able to recover quickly from the difficulties and continue moving forward. Example: a resilient person does not give up when faced with challenges, and they learn from them and keep moving forward. And the phrase of the day is rise to occasion, means to successfully deal with a difficult or challenging situation. Example: when I was given a challenging responsibility, I decided to rise to the occasion and prove what I was capable of. I request and encourage everyone try to use both resilient and rise to the occasion naturally during your speech today. I will present my report at the end of the meeting. And one more thing, I request everyone, if someone is using the word of the phrase and the word of the day, please encourage him by showing the thumbs up. If anyone is using the word of the day and phrase of the day. Thank you very much. Now I have two speech evaluators. I will be calling in the end of the meeting. And one more thing I would like to add on. If someone is giving the feedback to a particular person, please listen carefully, because in Toastmaster, we often say that evaluation is the breakfast of the champions. So feedback is not a particular person. We always know that we can learn from other person's mistakes and we can save our time. not repeating the same mistake. So with that, now I hand over this stage to Toastmaster Mahek to continue the meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kanchan. Such a detailed GE introduction as well as the introduction for your tackling players. Now, coming back to we will now start with our very first segment.
Mike, your voice is breaking.
Mahek, are you there?
Yes, is it better now?
Yes, it's better now. Please proceed.
Okay, I see. I think there's some network issue. So I was saying, let's move on to our very first segment, that is the prepared speech session. I would like to call on stage our prepared speaker, Toastmaster Nadeem, to please come on stage. And before inviting him, I would like to call on stage his evaluator, Toastmaster Pranav, to please come over and please provide the introduction for Toastmaster Nadeem's speech.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I will be evaluating Toastmaster Nadeem, who is presenting his first icebreaker speech from level 1 of the presentation mastery path. The purpose of his speech is to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. The speech duration for his speech is 4 to 6 minutes, and the title is Be Water, my friend. So thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pranav, for providing the introduction for Toastmaster Nadeem's speech. I would now like to call Toastmaster Nadeem on stage and would like to do a quick audio and video check for you, Toastmaster Nadeem. Can you repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
Yes, just a minute, just a minute.
Sure.
Sorry, my apologies, someone on the door. I think while doing that, I did my.
Yes, you are perfectly audible. I hope that this would be your speaking position as well.
Yep, that is.
Sure. All right,
All
then.
right.
I hope you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Toastmaster Nadeem, be water, my friend. Be water, my friend, Toastmaster Nadeem.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster, fellow members, and all the lovely guests. Well, the title of my speech is Be Water, my friend. Well, today is a very special day. It's my birthday. And now any rational person usually celebrates their birthday by having a beautiful family get together, or maybe going on a lovely dinner, or maybe having a relaxing picnic outside. That's what any rational person do. But me, well, I decided the absolute best gift I could give myself today. Well, it is the sheer terror of public speaking. Yes. So you might be wondering exactly how old I am turning today. Well, I thought about sharing the number right away, but I like to maintain an air of mystery here. Let's just say that I have successfully completed my level 34 in the video game of life. So talking about my life, my very first level started in Hyderabad. I was born there, but I didn't stay there for long. My father was in defense forces, which meant my childhood was a constant road trip. Well, north, south, east, west, we covered it all. And to be honest, I attended almost like 6 to 7 different schools, which really meant I was constantly the new kid in the class. So I survived this somehow by becoming the strategic backbencher. Well, I wasn't exactly a troublemaker, to be honest. I wasn't either and not neither a nerd as well. I knew exactly how to have fun while staying on the teacher's good side. Somehow, I don't know how. But if you ask that little backbencher what he really wanted to be when he grew up, well, my answer would may shock you. I didn't want to be an engineer back then. Didn't want to be a manager. I wanted to be a fisherman. Yes, actually, to be more precise, I wanted to be a pirate. Yeah, I love the sea. I was fascinated by fishes, and the idea of being the absolute own boss of my own boat, rowing anywhere when the wind flows, takes me up, that really basically made me feel gush and made me felt really amazing that how wonderful the life would be. Sadly, eventually, I learned that pirate industry wasn't actually doing much of hiring. So I had to step out of my, fantasy world, and my cozy cocoon basically ended when my engineering days got over and when I came to the real world. If I had to be a little more pragmatic, coming out of from my engineering and facing the real world exactly showed me what exactly is this world is all about. I had to figure it out all by myself what to do next. Fast forward, today I work as a product manager in the field of artificial intelligence. And if I had to explain my job to any 5-year-old kid, I would say this that, hey, buddy, I spend my days trying to tell highly intelligent computers what to do while simultaneously trying to explain the humans that, hey, man, this is what computers are thinking. Isn't it fascinating? Isn't it a challenge? Let's do it. Let's try to make it something. So whether I'm navigating the complex world of AI today, or back in those days when I was trying to navigate different schools as a kid, I realized the core guiding philosophy in my life is transition. Because of my father's defense background, I learned early on that you cannot stay still. If you stay still, you become like a water tapped in a pond, stagnant. You have to keep flowing. You have to keep moving to evolve and learn. Just like as the great Bruce Lee once said, be water, my friend. I try to take that philosophy literally if I'm not working, and I try to take that philosophy not only in my personal life but also professional life. Talking about when I'm not exactly working, I like to spend my time, these days in swimming pool. Swimming is my new obsession right now. And then when I'm outside the swimming pool and dry, I try to learn new things. I recently cleared the B1 level in German, so guten Tag. I am thinking about dusting off these days my old guitar as well. So in short, after all this many years and with this kind of fulfilling career in AI, my swimming sessions sometimes and my German lessons, you might ask why Toastmasters and why now? Well, I could give you a very cliche answer that, hey, I want to improve my communication skills. Well, to be honest, that is a fraction of truth. I agree with that. But I joined the Toastmasters because I really wanted to see what doors this public speaking can open for me. What things I can do. How can I build great companionship, network with inspiring people, and quite frankly, add more vibrant colors to my Sundays. So here I am, level 34. I might not have a pirate ship at this stage, to be honest. But I'm thrilled to share this journey with you all and learn with you all. Over to Toastmasters. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nadeem, for this powerful speech. And I'm sure that delivering this speech on your 34th would have been one of the best things that an icebreaker could be delivered in any form in any of the Toastmasters Club. First of all, a very happy birthday to you from all of the club members, from all of the Legal Stories Toastmasters Club group. And about your speech, I think I could see that how you have conveyed the idea that Toastmasters is not just about speaking skills, it's more than that, and how many doors it can open for you would you only be able to know once you are into Toastmasters. So thank you so much. And with this,
Thank you
I
so
would now
much. Thank you so much, Mehak and everyone.
with this now I would request the timer to please take 1 minute and would request everyone to please provide your feedback for Toastmaster Nadeem in the chat below or even a personal message to him as well. Meanwhile, Toastmaster Nadeem, I just wanted to check, were you able to see the timing cards?
No, I can't. I can't see the timing card here.
Okay.
Toastmaster Manish, can you let us know that what was the problem? He was unable to show the timing card.
I'm not able to pin anyone, so maybe the next speaker would have to pin the timer themselves.
Actually, I have applied the effect. I don't know why was it not visible to
No,
everyone.
Toastmaster Manish, from your side, it was perfectly fine. I was not
I
able
d-
to spot you for
yes,
all the.
yes,
So I
yes.
am not sure if anyone could do that because the host of the meeting is not present in the room. So maybe the next speaker would have to pin themselves so that they are able to view your screen.
Like, I think I tried to do a spotlight and seems to be working. I'm not sure if everybody can see Manish. Spotlight.
I can see.
Maybe I can give it a try when next speaker.
Okay, that would be great. I think you might have the access then, so you would be able to spotlight.
For now, I'm actually removing from spotlight Manish right now. I'm just guessing, Mac. It could be because of you may have logged in as a guest rather than logging into the Teams. And the only difference is I am actually logged into the system. Maybe that's
Yes.
giving me a liberty to spotlight. Maybe that could be the reason you are not able to. Just
Yeah,
guessing. I'm not sure though.
I've logged in as a guest only. I've logged into browser, not through daily meetings, Teams app.
That could be the reason. I mean, that's my guess again.
It's quite possible. Toastmaster Manish is 1 minute over.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for timing. Now I would like to call upon our next speaker, that is Toastmaster Mohit Agarwal. Before calling him on stage and asking him to provide a speech, I would call his evaluator, that is Toastmaster Nancy. Toastmaster Nancy, the stage is yours. Please provide your introduction for Toastmaster Mohit's speech. You're not audible, Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Nancy, floor is yours. You are
You're not
not
audible.
audible. Can you please unmute yourself?
Maybe you can try removing the headphones.
Please first unmute yourself.
In the meantime, can I check my mic if that's working fine? Can you hear me?
Yes, it's
Thank you.
fine. And this would be your speaking position otherwise?
Yeah, I'll speak while standing. Waiting for Nancy.
I think she's left the meeting.
Okay, then I can evaluate his speech if you allow me, Toastmaster Nancy.
Yes, Toastmaster Kanchan. I was saying that if Toastmaster Monica, would you like to evaluate? Since Toastmaster
Yeah, I
Kanchan
can. Yeah, I can
rules.
evaluate. But I don't have details for the
So
project.
it's an icebreaker
Okay, it's an
speech.
icebreaker. Perfect. Perfect. All right.
Okay, so Toastmaster Monica, please go ahead and give the details as an icebreaker speech for Toastmaster Mohit.
Okay, just give me a second. So, what's your
Toastmaster Mohit,
pathway?
can you please let us know what is your pathway and project and purpose of the speech? We know it is icebreaker. What is your pathway, Toastmaster Mohit?
Not sure of pathway, frankly. Probably I'll have to log in and then check and come back on this.
I think that's all right because the first speech remains the same and it's same for all the pathways. It would be an icebreaker speech only.
Icebreaker only, I guess. Yeah.
Perfect. So, today Mohit Agarwal will be giving his icebreaker speech. Again, it'll level 1, project 1, and idea is for him to practice the speaking skills on the stage and share about himself and introduce himself through this speech. And that's how the journey for Toastmaster will begin for Mohit. So, Mohit is all set for the speech, right? Okay.
Yep.
So, Mehak, I'm passing on the stage back to you to invite formally Mohit again.
Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Monica. For Toastmaster Mohit, I think we're done with the video as well as the audio check. So I hope you are ready, Toastmaster Mohit.
Yeah. I'm
Toastmaster Mohit. The best decision of our lives were never planned. The best decision of our lives were never planned. Toastmaster.
Okay. So what's the best decision you have ever made that was never part of original plan? For me, there were numerous. Becoming serious about study, becoming a chartered accountant, or standing here today in Toastmasters. Trust me, nothing was part of original plan. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. And my name is Mohit Agarwal, and I am born and brought up in Delhi. And if I have learned something about life, it's that level life pays little attention to your plans, and sometimes it takes uncertainties to reveal it. In my class 10th, I had a very clear career plan. Let me just correct it. I didn't had a plan at all. My father had a business, and like many families, many kids in a business families, I had simply assumed that I had joined it one day. Problem solved, career sorted. Why to worry about future when future Mohit already had a job waiting for him? And that's why I was not that academically ambitious student. But then life surprised me. My father started facing difficulties in his business, and for the very first time, uncertainties entered our life. Until then, I never seriously thought about my future. Why would I? I had a clear path for me, right? But then that path started to disappear. And for very first time, I felt my future on for as my own responsibility. Trust me, nothing motivates a student rather than faster than realizing that he actually needs a career plan. Looking back, that was my first turnaround or turning point in my journey, my life journey. At the same time, there came another interesting moment, the class 10th mathematics board exam. I was fairly confident in mathematics, and I during the exam I saw my friend needed some help, and being a very generous friend, I helped him. But when the results came out, it was shocking to see that he scored more than me. Well, I'm good in mathematics, but I'm still trying to figure out the maths behind it. But it was for a few days I was not sure whether to laugh or cry, but life taught me something about humility. Okay. From class 11th, I became very serious about studies, and the transformation was so dramatic that even my teachers were probably surprised. And 2 years later, I scored 100% in mathematics. Then I realized a lesson which stayed with me forever. The challenge was not the ability, the challenge was about the effort. After passing 12th came the next big question: what should I do next? And like any other middle class Indian student, I was searching for a course that is Sasta, Sundar, and Tikau and is capable of giving me best returns on my investment. The MBA looked exciting, but my bank balance did not. So, after a careful consideration, which is a sophisticated way of saying I could not afford it, I chose chartered accountancy. Those who have pursued CA already knows that it is a course that does not reward shortcuts. It tests your patience, your consistency, and often your sanity. There were long hours, uh, exams, self-doubts, but I'm grateful for the journey because it taught me about discipline. I became chartered accountant, joined a multinational firm, grown through the ranks, and moved into leadership role. And somewhere down the line, I learned about something which is very interesting. People feel that leadership professionals talk and spend their lives understanding numbers, but that's partly true. The more you are higher in the hierarchy, it's less about numbers and more about people. And I can say that it's easier to reconcile numbers rather than reconciling human emotions. Well, apart from work, I have few passions which keeps my life interesting. I love traveling. Uh, I love traveling. For me, traveling is not just to be. I like to see new places, but yes, uh, I get to see new places. But yes, it's another way of reminding that how much is there to explore, understand, and learn. Uh, for me, it's when I travel, I am less interested in monuments and more interested in menus. My relationship with food is more stable than more of my relationship with most of my fitness plans. Give me a plate of chole bhature in Delhi or dosa in Chennai or pad thai in Tokyo, and I am a happy traveler. Of late, I have recently developed interest in spirituality and geopolitics. Of late, both things both seems completely unrelated. While one helps me understand what is happening world around me, and the other helps me understand what is happening the world within me. Okay, but yes, both gives me more questions than answers. Okay, and therefore it's and that's what bring and as I grow older, the more fascinating these questions become. And that's what bring me to Toastmasters. As a professional, I have joined countless meetings, led financial discussions, led presentations, but uh, but standing on a stage and talking purely as myself is a different ball game. Give me an Excel sheet and with 10 tabs open, I am perfectly comfortable. But give me a microphone and my confidence start checking emergency exits. But of late, I have realized that public speaking is something which I have avoided. But yes, I have realized something that if I have to grow that and want to improve my communication, articulation, and confidence, then I have to put myself in uncomfortable situation, and that's what brought me to Toastmasters. This is something standing here on a stage today and delivering my icebreaker speech feels no less than a small victory. So if I looking back, my life's lesson is not about learning chartered accountancy, traveling, or public speaking. It's learning this that we are capable of more than what we think. Sometimes it takes uncertainties to reveal it. Sometimes it takes failures to teach it, or sometimes it takes standing in front of a room full of learned Toastmasters and guests to prove it to yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit, for such a warm introduction about yourself, what you love to do, and how you have transformed yourself in showing that how resilient you have been throughout your life, and showcasing that in your icebreaker speech has been such a great journey for all of us as well. We can see and witness that how you have transformed. So good job
Thank you.
done with your icebreaker speech. Now
Thank you.
I would request timer Toastmaster Manish to take 1 minute, and would request everyone to please provide your feedback for Toastmaster Manish's speech.
The 1 minute is over.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manish. Now, I think we are done with both of the speeches. And congratulations to both of you since you covered your icebreaker speech today, and this marks as your journey for speech journey in Toastmasters. With this, now we will move on to the theme of the meeting, that was let's use our words. So let's do some playing with the words now. And I would like to introduce you all to the figure of speeches that you can add in your stories and in your speeches as well to make them little humor, maybe somewhat witty, and to add some engaging thoughts in your speeches throughout. So one of them is, if you have heard of the word spoonerism. First, I would like to define like what it actually means. Spoonerism is basically a transposition. So I'm not sure if any one of you aware about how we can add it in the speech, but it is basically how we change the initial sounds of two or more words. I will give you an example. For example, if you're saying flutterby instead of butterfly. Now these, I just changed the word. So for instance, butterfly is the word, and I have just transposed two of the alphabets B and F, and I've used it in different positions just to add humor to the word. Right. Now, maybe another word could be like as mean as custard when it is as keen as mustard. So I'm not saying keen as mustard, which is the original word, but I've transposed these two alphabets, that is K and M, and have used a new word that is mean as custard. So you can see that how we can transpose either the two sounds, either two alphabets, just to produce a new sentence, a new word, which is oftentimes funny, witty, or could be used in your speeches just to make sure that the speeches are little like on a lighter note, and we can use it in your everyday conversation as well. So now there was once a man who switched these two words in a phrases, and the results were funny and strange. And he was called as William Spooner, and that's how the word has come, like a Spoonerism, which basically means transpositioning two words, two alphabets, which might sound the same or which has the same meaning in some or the other way, just to make sure or just to make the sentence a little witty or a little funny. For instance, I can give you another example. When you say loud like bag salad or long sad ballads, like this, you have transposed the two words. Or when you're saying plaster man instead of saying master plan. So just to add, a little wit to your sentence, a little wit to your speech. This concept of Spoonerism, which works really well, it generally doesn't have to mean anything at times. It can just be for engaging. Maybe one is oxymoron. I'm sure all of us might be aware of what an oxymoron is. It is basically a combination of the contradictory words that is being used. And one of the most famous
Mac,
one that has been used is happily
Toastmaster
married.
mimic, your voice is
Mac,
not
we are
clear.
we are losing you in between. I think some network issue.
Okay, maybe let me just turn off my camera. That would be more better. I hope it will be better now.
Yes, we can hear now. Thank you.
Okay. So the second one is basically an oxymoron. You might see that it's a combination of two contradictory words. And as I was saying, one of the most famous oxymoron that is being used is happily married. Or we can use it as another could be a cruel kindness. So something that is made up of contradictory words. When you're calling an oxymoron, for instance, if you're saying I am silly, or a figure of speech containing a words that are self-contradictory itself, small crowd or farewell reception. So all of these are basically an oxymoron. Again, this could be used in the speeches when we can get along with two words which are contradictory in the lives. Okay, so Toastmaster Mohit is asking how do we spell it. The word oxymoron, are you asking? But it was the example. Toastmaster Mohit?
The spelling of this word, oxymoron.
Oxymoron. It's Oxymoron.
Okay.
Right. So it could be a single word or it could be in a sentence as well. Basically, the combination of how two contradictory words can be used. Again, it's a linguistic tool, a figure of speech, which is used for adding humor and some tidbits of laughter in your speeches in everyday conversation as well. Some of the other examples include open secret, maybe bitter sweet. If something is bitter, how it could be like this. Organ- These are some of the ways your life to make something funny. Would want an example of an oxymoron.
Mac, we are losing your voice again.
Toastmaster Mehak, your voice is disconnecting in between, not audible properly.
Hello, is it better now? I have changed my network.
It's much better.
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, so what was the last? Okay, so I was talking about oxymoron, and I wanted you all to include if you can use it in a sentence or so. You can give an example or something. Anyone, would you like to try?
Like I will give it a try. Like for example, we use living dead, or maybe like we always try to use, hey, why don't you act naturally? At one point, you're saying, hey, you are acting, and then you are being natural. Both are very contradictory.
Yes, exactly, Toastmaster Nadeem. You have identified both of them perfectly. Both of these are oxymorons. Anyone? Would you like to try giving an example of any other oxymoron? Like you've been, maybe you can see in everyday life. Yes, Toastmaster Sartaj.
So, like in today's meeting, I felt bittersweet, like your internet connection was dropping. So that's a good example.
Yes, exactly. So, because week is another oxymoron that we can use. Definitely.
I think
Okay.
One commonly used is pretty ugly. That's very oftenly used in our statements.
Yes, again, that's an oxymoron. So, these kind of, I think these are good usage as a figure of speech in English language, which we can use in our everyday speeches, or in fact in the speeches as well, to make it humorous, to add some wit some or the other way. So again, I think we have enough examples for an oxymoron at the moment. Maybe we can try using it in the cable topic segment. So let's move on and let's continue with our second segment in the meeting, that is the cable topics session, for which I would like to call on stage our cable topic master, Toastmaster Sartaj, who would be taking over and giving us some topics. I would request everyone to use the word of the day and the phrase of the day. In between, you can also try using the figure of speeches that we just discussed. One was the oxymoron, and the other one being the spoonerism. So if you see if we can use it somewhere in your speeches, it would be a perfect example of how we can use it in our everyday lives as well. So Toastmaster Sartaj, the stage is yours.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Mehak, I have one question. Is there any table topic master evaluator? No, we don't have. Okay, all right.
All right.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
anyone
to
want to
interrupt,
speak?
Sartaj. Yeah, sorry. Sorry to interrupt you. Requesting grammarian to please share the word and the phrase of the day in the chat, just to remind everyone what is that. Thank you.
Sure, I'm doing
Yeah.
right away. Fine.
Thank you so much.
So thank you all Toastmasters, and it was a wonderful meeting today, and listening to first of all many happy returns of the day, Toastmaster Nadeem. And it was great listening to your icebreaker speech and about your life and the humorous angle you added, and Toastmaster Mohit about your journey and the uh, learning about. So it was a great, and I met you in person as well. So it great listening to you online as well. And so this part of meeting is about the table topic session. So here, uh, so today I have taken the table topic role, and I'm Sartaj. And so in table topic section, we practice the impromptu speaking and the quick thinking skills. So you get a topic or a word to choose, and then you think for a 30 second. You have to speak for 1 or 2 minutes. So today's theme is user words. So with a smile as wide as a mile, we will begin this table topic session. So I will be giving either a topic or a word. So who want to take the topic first?
Yeah, let me take the topic if nobody else is taking. Yeah,
Okay.
Monica.
Okay. Toastmaster Monica. So your topic is, if you can speak only 5 words for the rest of the day, what you will speak or what are they? I guess you're
If I
speaking
could
mute. Yeah.
speak, if I could
Yes, please go
speak
ahead.
5 words in a day, that will be a difficult topic for me. Uh, because I love to speak. I love to talk. And once thought that, okay, I'll take a pause for a day, I'll stay mute for at least 2 hours a day and practice that, thing where I keep silence. I practice the silence. I actually broke that promise within 15 minutes because that moment itself, there was urge to speak more. And that's what's happening now. But in fact, if I'll be asked to speak only 5 words in the day, first, I think would be gratitude. Second would be thank you. Third would be sorry. Fifth would be grow. And fourth would be grow. And fifth would be come along. These are the positive words that I think I repeat more oftenly during the day. And then that's what I really would like to repeatedly say these. Gratitude is something not about saying, but it's also a way of being. Thank you, because I feel that there is a lot to thank in every situation to every person, whether they are doing good to me or bad to me, because in every situation, either I'm learning or I'm earning. So I am in thankful state all the time. That's why thank you. Then I would say abundance is next word, because I believe in that. We have a lot of abundance, but we keep complaining. Switching the mind to abundance is something that I think that would be the word I would keep offering, mantraing like that. I think these are 3 words, and I again forward next 2 words which I am thinking. But eventually, the point here is that adding those words which give me the positivity is what I'll keep chanting whole of the day. If I've been ever restricted to 5 words for the day, that would keep myself in a positive tone. And that way, I think I will be able to transform myself in that day itself. That would be my way of thinking. Back to table topic master.
Wonderful. Who would like to go next? I don't see any hand raise, or I'm not able to navigate to the profiles.
Geeta,
Okay.
Geeta.
Okay.
Geeta.
So I see Mohit and you as well. So first, Toastmaster Geeta, you can go ahead, then Mohit will go. Okay. So, Toastmaster Geeta, the topic or word for you is coffee. So
Coffee.
yes.
My goodness. Coffee has really made me mad. My son is fond of coffee. Nespresso coffee machine is lying in our home. Pressed coffee machine is lying up in our home. Some paper coffee machine is lying in our home. My goodness. 20 big cups. Bengaluru, Hyderabad, I love Dubai. किसी लड़की बनी है, कोई Johnny Walker बन, my good, all the cups have just, I don't know where to keep those cups. And mom, we should buy this machine, we should buy that machine. Coffee, coffee, coffee. My son loves coffee like anything, but I love the old coffee, our brew coffee. Like put the coffee in the glass with some sugar and make a paste, and then boil with milk. For me, the coffee is like the old concept. For my son, the coffee is for conversation, for meeting. Let's meet for a coffee. He always says the person, let's meet for a coffee. I said, coffee, then food. Where is the food? He said, coffee is the food. I said, hey, how can coffee is the food? Always, let's meet for a coffee in Starbucks. Let's meet for the coffee there, here. And what did you had with the coffee? 2 cookies. Then food, khana. Where is the food? Coffee and cookies is the food. My goodness, now he has left for Spain. His coffee machine is resting. Like idle coffee machine is there, pots are there in our house. In Spain, he bought a new coffee machine. And in the early morning, he sips the coffee. Oh my God, have something good in the morning. Have some warm water, something good in the morning, some milk in the morning. No. And with milk is also that soya milk, badam milk. He said that you are having uh, wrong milk. It's not milk, it's all chemicals you are having. I said, I have grown up with chemicals. I cannot help. I'm grown up with chemicals. Kita, now you come here in Spain, then you will see what life people are having. So good food, so good coffee. So coffee is not a, I can't tell you, I'm scared of coffee. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. You explained so well the coffee, and Mohit. I see Mohit was sipping coffee while you were speaking about the coffee. So it's great. So next, Mohit in the queue.
Right.
And your topic is, if you have to describe your favorite food without using its name, how you will.
Okay, so it's a favorite North Indian food. If you go Vaishno Devi, you will find it very often, and most of us would have. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. But if you go towards Vaishno Devi, and it's a staple food there. So I probably enjoyed it every Sunday. After garnishing it with the green sauce or mint sauce and some raw onions, and that is something which is a favorite. I'm sure most of I would have guessed it by now, but yeah.
Rajma chawal.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. Yeah, it was a great way to explain about the food. So next, I see, I guess, guest Anjali. Can you make on your camera? We can see you as well. You're speaking on mute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome, Anjali.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So your topic, like you are a guest here, so you can ask for a change in that topic or word as well. So first, your topic is like if you have to describe your hometown without naming it, how you will describe.
Okay. So thank you. So I belong to the place which is a old place and a holy place, and it is situated near the bank of River Ganga. And I love the place. And I born and brought up in this place, and my study is also completed in Banaras Hindu University. So I used to go temples every time whenever I get my time, and I love to do worship. And yeah, and if I talk about myself, so I'm a quite extrovert. So I may be calm and reserved at first, but once I feel comfortable, then I enjoy talking and connecting with the peoples. And if I talk about the place from where I am, so I can say that it's a resilient, because I believe that the challenges are there in that places in terms of education, as well as the opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. I may face difficulty, but I always try to bounce back and keep moving forward. So I'm happy to be here and excited to get know more about everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Anjali. It was a great knowing about your place. So next, who want to go?
Thank you.
I don't see any hand raise. My topics are not interesting or the words. Let me know. I'll switch to more interesting topics.
Satish is raising.
Okay.
Spotlight.
Okay, Toastmaster Satish. So hello. So topic for you is like if you get a chance to travel through time, like you can go in past or future, what you will do or how you'll describe it.
Thank you very much for this nice topic. Time travel is a very curious subject for everyone. So we can travel back or forward. We can experience different things in life. Time travel, your question is whether I can go to past or future, which place I want to go. That is it. So I will be going back to the origin of the universe. So this is a very intricate question, whether how the universe is begun. So if I can go back to a place, I want to go back to the origin of the universe. The Big Bang theory tells that the origin of universe was from a small point, big explosion taken place. So we can explain how we all originated by knowing what happened at that point of time and space. That is the place where I like to travel back and find out how we originated. If we know the origin of this universe, we can solve most of the problems we are trying to find answers. Because people are believing in different theories, so that can be solved. Thank you.
Great Toastmaster Satish. Yeah, it was great listening to you. And I took back to, I went to the past, and yes, I would also like to go to the origin of the universe. So next I see Toastmaster Sucheta. Yes. Can you hear us, Toastmaster Sucheta?
Yes, Toastmaster
Okay.
Taj. I'm a guest.
Okay. So do you have any pet or you like pets?
I like pets.
Okay. You have any pet?
No,
Okay. Okay, then like you like
but you can
pets.
give me the topic. I'll
Okay,
take
yeah.
it.
So you have a pet and now your pet can speak in your language. So what you think, like what you'll talk to your pet or what your pet would complain to you?
Ah, okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Sataj. The other day, I entered my room, and as usual, GP stands for Goosens. My guinea pig started complaining that, first of all, after much struggle, I came to your home because your mother was not ready to bring me in, and she was right. Because first, you cannot take care of yourself. How could you handle my responsibility? Yet again, you came up so late. What about my food? And I'm a social creature. I need a company. It's almost now 6 months. It's high time you get me a mate if you cannot spend enough time for me. And yes, every time, carrot, can you eat the same thing almost every day? Why do you bring me the carrots every day? I need a variety of food. And what else? Yeah, I told you to renovate or upgrade my housing setup. I need, I mean, humans are conscious with their walks. Why can't you get me a wheel? I'm ready to adjust with a hamster wheel, although we are enemies, but I still need a wheel to walk. I think you would have, like you work upon, yeah, you got your feedback for appraisal, right? Take this as feedback from my side and make sure you get it implemented before the next appraisal cycle, that is within 2 months. Thank you. And over to you, Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Sataj.
Toastmaster Sucheta, it's great listening to you, and you really added a humorous to that pet. I could imagine your pet speaking to you. So it's great listening to you. Next, who want to go next? I don't see any hand raised. And do let me know timer if like table topic session time also ending, or we can take more topics.
I believe time has completed. We can move to next section or next segment.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Manish. So with this, we will end our table topic session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sardaj, for conducting such a wonderful table topic session. Just giving us a work, and it was challenging, yet I think thought-provoking one. One can have a great sense of words, what we can use it. Now, just coming back, I would just be covering two more figure of speeches. One would be the alliteration, the other one would be the hyperbole, again, which we can be used in the speeches to make it, sound more engaging. So alliteration is the one which again could be used when there is the occurrence of the same consonant letter or the same sound of the adjacent words. For example, if you are using marvelous music or holding hands, humming hymns, singing songs, whispering wings, tall trees, misty mornings. So all of these are basically alliterations where we are using the same consonant sounds, same words in the beginning of the adjacent letters. So it is again a literary device which can help us to write poems, can help us writing speeches. We can deliver these speeches in a more impactful way if we are using these kind of figure of speeches. Lastly, we have hyperbole. Hyperbole is again the use of is basically exaggeration, which I covered first in the first place in the meeting itself. An exaggerated statement claims something which should not be taken too much seriously. So, for instance, if you are using "you are not hungry enough to eat a horse," it is an exaggerated sentence. It could be used just "I'm hungry," in a very easy or a simple sentence. Or it costs an arm and a leg. It's again an hyperbole. It's an exaggerated sentence when we are using it, an exaggerated proverb. Or die of embarrassment. Again, it's these some of the kind of the hyperbole which are being used as an exaggeration in the speeches. So these are the four actually kind of the figure of speeches that one can use in their speeches. First one was spoonerism, that is basically the transpositioning of the words. Second is oxymoron, that is the contradictory words that are being used. The perfect example for this one is happily married, which I feel like everyone knows about and we can easily target and use in the speeches. Third is alliteration, and the example for that again is marvelous music or singing song, whispering wings, tall trees, using of the same consonant sounds or the same adjacent letter in the beginning of the words. Then last one, that is hyperbole, basically an exaggeration of the sentences. Some of the examples introduce like here a pin drop a mile away, pin drop of silence, or an arm, it costs an arm and a leg. So again, an exaggeration of the sentences that we oftentimes can be used in the speeches again. So maybe this could add some value in the speeches if you are giving some time in the near future. These are small English words, English language figure of speeches that we can use. There are many others, but these are four I feel that could be used for an engaging conversation to add wit and humor to your speeches as well. With this, now let's wrap up and this calls for our last segment of the meeting, that is the general evaluation. I would like to call on stage Toastmaster Kanchan to take it forward with the general evaluation session.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mohammed. And thank you everyone having me once again. So now begin the evaluation section. In Toastmaster, we believe that every speech is an opportunity to learn and every evaluation is an opportunity to grow. Evaluation is not about finding faults. It is about recognizing what went well and identifying areas where we can become even more better. A good evaluation gives us three things: encouragement, awareness, and direction. It helps the speaker understand their strengths and gives them practical suggestions for their next step. During the evaluation session, we will hear from our speech evaluators, followed by our aux role players who have been carefully observing different aspects of today's meeting. I want to give you one simple tip when you are giving feedback to someone. Please always remember, give the feedback in CRC approach. First, commendation, recommendation, and then commendation. First, appreciate what they do, what they did well. Appreciate and motivate them. And then say area of the improvement. And remember, when you are giving two commendation, two positive things, then only give only one recommendation. And then please don't forget to add the commendation in the last. And this CRC approach helps whether you are giving the feedback in personal or professional life. In professional life, every day we face the constructive feedback scenario, whether especially to giving the feedback to our juniors. And in personal life, if we want to, make meaningful relationship, so we should practice the CRC approach method. So without taking much time, let's begin the evaluation session. First, I would like to invite our speech evaluators to share their valuable feedback with the speaker. With that, now I would like to Toastmaster Tano to present their evaluations report. Toastmaster Tano, floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanchan. I loved hearing Toastmaster Nadeem's speech. And before I begin, I want to wish you a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Toastmaster Nadeem. And let me tell you, from the beginning of the speech, you absolutely captured the attention of the audience because you began with a big reveal that today is your 34th birthday. That created a warm connection with the audience and you. And of course, that's an awesome way to start. One of the most memorable parts of your speech was your unusual dream of of wanting to become a pirate. And it also added that humor that, okay, realizing that you can't actually be a pirate. As the story progressed, you also shared the main core theme of your life, which is change. You described your life as very transient, changing for the better constantly. It really reflected the oxymoronic phrase, change is the only constant, and your journey absolutely reflected it. So, from wanting to become a pirate, to eventually realizing that it's not a practical career option and becoming uh, an actual, choosing a different path, that was great. I also loved your hand gestures. They were very natural and matched what you were saying rather than being forced. One suggestion that I would like to give you is next time, try and stand and deliver your speech. That would allow you to use your body gestures more effectively, what you were already doing with your hands. Overall, I think you did an awesome job with your speech. It really achieved the objective of uh, introducing yourself effectively to the audience and the guests here. So overall, it was a great speech. We got to know your story, your humor, your experiences, and the changes that have shaped you. So happy birthday, Toastmaster Nadeem. Congratulations on your icebreaker, and thank you. Looking forward to your next speech. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much for your crisp and clear evaluation, Toastmaster Tanu. Now, I invite our second speech evaluators, Toastmaster Monica. Toastmaster Monica, floor is yours.
You're on mute, Monica.
All right. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you so much for giving me the virtual stage. Again, it was a wonderful experience to evaluate Mohit Agrawal as a speaker. It was a great speech. Again, never felt like it's an icebreaker. First of all, I really like the way you started the speech. You started with a question that actually somehow brought everybody together into the meeting. So the attention was in. Second, I like that you were delivering it while standing, which is something which adds more volume to when you speak. Third best thing I like about is it was really well articulated. Like every emotion, we could feel it. We could sense what's going on inside your mind, and then you articulated it so very well with all those emotions captured in the right words, right frames. And there was a flow as if we are kind of in some observation of a person's life. So that was a beautiful experience. Although I have some related recommendations for you. First is like when you started your speech, of course, you started with the statement, but immediately you gave your own statement on that. I would have loved if you would have paused in there to let everybody else also do that brainstorming. That would have brought better volume or better focus. Second, though you were giving it standing, you were doing the hand movement, but your hands were much tight towards your chest area. You as if you were protecting yourself from something. So that hand gesture, though you were trying to model it a little, but that was more of like pretending that yes, you somehow being uh, shielding yourself, right? That was it was looking to me. I would encourage you to kind of do more with your hands, like move them too far, to backwards, depending upon like when you're talking about we are learning. So probably you can take your hands toward your brain that yes, we are learning. We have a capability. So you can actually expand yourself when you do different hand gestures. So moving your hands around, that would be my second recommendation to you. Third is, of course, you were able to capture all the emotion in the words. I would love to see that in the voice modulation even. Like when it's a painful situation, probably you can pause, and when there is excitement, you can actually, speed up your uh, voice, like that statement. So you can try out, experiment all these things. That would add a lot more to your speech, which was any which ways beautiful. I was feeling as if I'm watching a movie. There was a nice beginning. There was a nice pauses in between when you were taking us from different milestones of your life. And you were also brought that into a great closure when you actually shared your learning from the life. So it was not just, you delivering something, but you actually concluded by a beautiful statement to give a message to the audience. So that was a brilliantly done speech. So good job. Looking forward to hear you, watch you, listen you more in the time to come. Kudos. Back to the
Thank you, thank you. One thing I want to ask you, sorry, maybe just one thing, and that may be true for them. See, when someone is changing the screen or someone is coming in front of you, you get distracted, and that would happen with me so often. So how you guys uh, resist in like I'm sure this must also be happening with each one of you. So how you guys resist because someone is coming on the screen, let's say as soon as Manish, Toastmaster Manish is putting a red screen, or let's say someone putting a timer screen. Even in that case, I was for that fraction of second, I was getting a little distracted. Okay. Or let's say someone is passing by in front of me. So how do you keep yourself calm and resist such distraction? This is a major
wonderful
challenge
question.
for me.
Wonderful question. I think this is for everybody. The best way to stop resisting is to stop resisting. Accept that these things will happen. These are okay. All the disturbance is all allowed. So what we perceive is that when am I doing something very important for me? Like, of course, for you, the speech is very important. You really have prepared so many days for it. I could see that when you were actually delivering, you kind of have learned those messages that you wanted to say, right? You were trying to recall that in between. That was very apparent, which was good part. But then we associate that, okay, I should be well isolated. I should not be disturbed. My recommendation would be let the disturbance come. Let it be. It's all allowed. Everybody is allowed to disturb you in that. Then you just enjoy and be yourself. Nobody know what you have learned. Nobody know what you're going to deliver. Nobody has any idea what you're going to show us in next few minutes, right? What matters is your own experience, your own presence into that moment itself, how you are enjoying that speech. Like, for example, this time also, right? In between also, there was some disturbance for me. For me, it's okay. People will keep coming, people will keep going. But what matters is, am I enjoying this moment? Be there. If you are prepared, just be there. And as you practice more, you will become accustomed to all these disturbances. I think that's what would be my recommendation. I would let Mehak and other expert Toastmasters to say if they have something to share. But this is what I feel. Yeah.
Thank you. That's a very good something to accept. Like basically, yeah, we have no other way but to accept it, and then we have to start molding ourselves accordingly. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Passing the stage back to the.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Monica, for your crisp and clear evaluation report. Now, with that, now may I invite the counter Toastmaster Siddharth to present their report. Toastmaster Siddharth, now floor is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanchan. So before presenting my report that I have with me here, I would like to just let everyone know, like, this public speaking is not about, being perfect. It's about being resilient, right? So every pauses, every and ums, every stoppage that we take, we are searching for the word, for the right word. Actually, it's not a failure. It's the growth in progress, right? So I have seen a lot of people who actually rose to the occasion today, and I'll be presenting the report to you all. So starting, I mean, I'm not quite sure in the course of this meeting what to whom actually I should evaluate as a R counter, because therefore I have written everyone's name. Okay, maybe it might be a longer report today, so just bear with me. Firstly, Sergeant at Arms, so Toastmaster Geeta. So she has presented really well, and she had just 1 hours in between. And while introduction, we had some guests. So those were just the introduction. So I haven't evaluated in the introduction part. So I'll start with Toastmaster of the Day, Mahak. So I think you did really, really well today. So you have taken the whole meeting quite well, and you have presented really 4 different ways of presenting the words. So that was really great. But I would also let you know that you have used the word basically 4 times in between, but you have talked a lot, so that could be acceptable, but I'm not sure. But I have just written it down that you have used this word quite often. And for instance, whenever you are giving an example, so you have used the word for instance. So you could also use any other alternative while you are giving an example there, right? Apart from that, you are fabulous. Toastmaster Kanchan, for you it was like 4 to 5 hours, while you have given the I don't know how to say, the general evaluator post, and you have talked in between. So you have said like 4 to 5 times hours. So coming to the prepared speeches, first I'll talk about Toastmaster Nadeem. So very happy birthday to you, first of all. And you had really given a great speech, the ice-breaking speech. You have used the basically, exactly, and well, these 3 words, the filler words, and not any pauses or ahs or ums. But you have used this word basically, exactly, and well twice each. So that is the report here. For Toastmaster Tanav, you have used ahs twice and ums thrice in your evaluation section. For Toastmaster Mohit, as a speaker, icebreaker speaker, fabulous job you have done as well. So many congratulations on that. While giving out your speech, you have said 4 times ours and okay, the word okay thrice. But other than that, you have taken a lot of pauses, but you haven't used any ahs or ums there. So that's really impressive. For Toastmaster Monica, in your as a evaluator, you haven't used any filler or any ahs or ums there. So congratulations on that. For table topic master Sartaj, you have used the word ahs 6 times and so's thrice. And I'll talk about the table topic section now. Toastmaster Monica, you haven't used any filler words again on the table topic as well. Toastmaster Geeta, you have used the word my goodness thrice. So that was the only filler word that you have used. Toastmaster Mohit, you have used thrice ours in this table topic section. We have guest Anjali, and you have used so once and the word and thrice. And Toastmaster Satish, you haven't used any ahs or ums, but you have used the word filler word so thrice. Lastly, we have guest Suchita, and you have used the ahs twice. That's all as a report as an R counter today. Thank you.
Toastmaster
Oh,
Siddharth, thank you for your detailed. Yes. Would you like to say something?
no, thank you. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Kanchan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddharth. Thank you for your detailed evaluation report. Now, I would like to present the grammarian report as I'm also playing the role of grammarian. So, Toastmaster Mahesh as Modi helped us the correction of words like extra, undoubtedly, what is your name. So I believe it was great learning for all of us. We also used words or phrases like oxymoron, exaggerations, hyperbola. So she helped us in today's meeting. And in today's meeting, I could not observe, much mistakes related to grammar. And Anjali used one times the word of the day, resilience. So kudos to you, Anjali. And now I would like to invite the timer for presenting his report. Toastmaster Manish, the floor is yours.
Before beginning the timing report, I wish you happy birthday to Toastmaster Nadeem. Let me share my report. Is my screen visible to everyone? Is my screen
Yes.
visible?
Yes, it's visible.
All right. So I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Mohit and Nadeem for delivering their first speech. They rose to the occasion today. And along with this, every Toastmasters were bounced back and they are resilient and they deliver their speech within timelines. So in table topic, if I talk about the table topic, so apart from Toastmaster Geeta, everyone was within time limit. The maximum time was taken by Toastmaster Geeta, and that was 3 minutes 11 seconds, and the minimum time was taken by Toastmaster Mohit, and that was only 50 seconds. So I would encourage everyone to deliver the table during the table topic segment. I would request everyone to deliver at least 1 minute 30-second speech, and maximum you can speak about 2 minutes. If I talk about the today's speakers, so we have two speakers. The Mohit, if I talk about Mohit, so he took 6 minutes 25 seconds, and Toastmaster Nadeem took 6 minutes 7 seconds. If I talk about the evaluator times, so Toastmaster Tano took 3 minutes 10 seconds, and Toastmaster Monica took 3 minutes 15 seconds. Yeah, that's all from my side for today's meeting.
Just one question. When it's for prepared speech, when 5 minutes are over, then you put that yellow screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then when 6 minutes are over, then you put that
Red,
red.
yes.
Okay. Because I asked in the morning that what is the maximum time to get disqualified. So earlier my speech was getting into 7 minutes zone. So I cut it down to a significant extent. And what is so
grace period is of 30 seconds. The
But
speech time.
sorry,
This
Toastmaster Sharath told me it's 7 minutes 30 seconds. So I prepared it like that. But I was like, when I saw red display after 6 minutes, then I was like, oh my God, so much time has already passed. Now I have to like speak so loud. Speak. Basically,
Toastmaster Mohit, I think he mentioning about the general speaking timeline. He was not
Achha,
aware, I guess, about like it's being an icebreaker speech. For an icebreaker speech, the time limit is 4 to 6 minutes. It's just for an icebreaker. For
okay.
the next speeches that you will be giving, it would be for 5 to 7 minutes only.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manish. Thank you, everyone, for valuable observations. And now, as we come towards the end of the evaluation session, I will present my journal evaluation for today's meeting. I will look at the meeting as a whole, what went well, what could be improved, and some practical suggestions that can help us make our further meetings even more effective. So, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, let us remember evaluation is not criticism, it is a gift that helps us grow. With that, let us move forward with the overall evaluation for today's meeting. To begin, the meeting was started at 10:45 a.m. and Toastmaster Geeta had great opening and well explained rules about the Toastmaster. Only one suggestion to her, she didn't mention that phone should be on silent mode and rest all was okay. Now to about uh, President. President Toastmaster Mehak had great opening with high energy and warm smiles. And as a evaluator, I felt that she had a natural smile whenever she spoke. So kudos to you. She welcomed everyone and she also took introductions from the guests. With that, now I'm evaluating the TMOD. TMOD Toastmaster Mehak. She started meeting with high energy and with a warm smiles. And the topic, let's use our words. And by using meaningful words and phrases, she connected immediate with audience. She engaged the audience throughout the speech. And this is the essential skills for the public speaking. For Toastmaster Mahek as the evaluator, in today's meeting, I could not observe areas of the improvements as I felt she mastered essential public speaking skills. However, I encouraged her keep experimenting with new ideas and bring best in Toastmasters. Now, I evaluate the evaluators, Toastmaster Tanav and Toastmaster Monica. I have only one common suggestion. Both speakers had icebreaker speech. As Toastmaster rituals, we give standing clap honor to the icebreaker speech, and I felt that in today's meeting it was missing. Toastmaster Tano presented his evaluation report in CRC approach. So kudos to you. You covered all points. As evaluator, only one suggestion. If you could add a warm smile and hand gesture, you can take your speech at next level. And now I'm coming to Toastmaster Monica. Toastmaster Monica presented her evaluation reports in a very crisp and clear manner. He covered all positive feedbacks. I could not see area of the improvement. You mastered the essential public speaking skills. I really appreciate your hand gestures and body language. Only one recommendation to you, since this is icebreaker speech. So you could share only one feedback to motivate the speaker, as you have shared two to three recommendation for the speaker. So this is my suggestion as evaluator. Now, now I will evaluate the Ox role player. So Toastmaster Siddharth are a counter today, and he helped us to avoid filler words. He explained his roles and responsibility very well in the beginning. He motivated the audience that by saying that in public speaking, we should focus on speaking because everyone is not perfect. And he presented very well detailed report. Only one recommendation as evaluator to Toastmaster Siddharth. I felt your sitting position could have been better, like you know, straight to the screen. And Toastmaster Manish, you presented your timing report very well in a crisp and detailed manner. Throughout the speech, you helped the speaker, table topic masters to manage their time well. So thank you very much for helping us to manage the times. Now, talking about table topic master, Toastmaster Sataj, we clearly defined the role and importance of the table topic session. All the topics were related to the theme of the day, and everyone was able to share meaningful naturally. Guests were also participated and made this session engaging. As the evaluator, one recommendation, please give your table topic directly without asking whether do you have pet or not, because this session is all about thinking on the pet and speak promptly. Overall, you did great job. So overall, meeting went well. Energy was high. And with that, now I hand over this virtual stage to our President, Toastmaster Mahir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kanchan, for providing a detailed evaluation as the general evaluator for the meeting today, and to all the CAT team players for providing your feedback as well as conducting a smooth meeting. Now, I would request everyone to please cast your votes for the prepared speaker, evaluators, CAT team players, as well as the role players. I have shared the link with all of you in the chat below. I hope all of you are able to access the voting link. We will announce the winners once in the offline on the WhatsApp groups itself. Meanwhile, I would request Anjali, Suchita to please provide your feedback for the meeting, and Toastmaster Manish as well to please provide a feedback about how was the meeting and anything if you wish to say something. Toastmaster Manish, we can go ahead with
No, the meeting was quite engaging, quite impactful. It was really insightful. And with such engagement, we will definitely learn, and we will definitely boost our confidence, and we can become a great public speaker in uh, coming days. And along with this, if I would like to invite, if anyone wanted to join the meeting in Chalk and Duster Club, it happens virtually on every Saturday. So if anyone wants to join that meeting as well, I would like to invite them as well. Yeah, it was a really nice meeting. I'm happy to be part of this club as well. Yeah, over to you, Toastmaster Mahak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manish, for sharing such a positive feedback for the club. And definitely, we would love to join your meeting. You can share and drop in the details as well when you are meeting. And if the meeting is online, we will love to join your meeting as well. Now, I would like to invite on stage Suchita to please provide your feedback for the meeting as well.
Hi, Toastmaster Mehak. What I loved most about there are multiple things, but the way as TMOD you reiterated from time to time the I don't know how to say it, but the words that you say spoonerism, oxymorons. So in English, back when I learned in my English classes, I didn't remember it. But from time to time, you ensured that the words were engraved in each of our minds by reiterating. That's what I loved, and especially the um, first speech, icebreaker speech. I never missed them. Those one of the best speeches that clubs can have, and I got to hear two of them. I loved it. I loved Toastmaster Nadeem's style that he presented basic facts with a twist with his English language. I love that. And Toastmasters, second Toastmaster, I don't remember, but the way he inspired with his everyday life through his icebreaker speech, I like them. So yeah, this was one of the best meetings I ever had. Thank you. And over to you,
Thank
Mehak.
you so much, Toastmaster Suchita, for such a wonderful feedback. And I'm sure that we're going to have you very soon as a member of the club then, if you are loving the meeting. Now, I would like to call on stage guest Anjali to please provide your feedback for the meeting.
Thank you, Mehak. So it was very informative session, and I would like to learn from here in later sessions as well. And yeah, and I love to listen Nadeem topic, whatever he has explained. So he has explained very beautifully. It was awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Anjali, for your positive feedback about the meeting. And I hope that you were able to learn some bits of how Toastmaster works. And I hope that it will work for you for improving your communication and public speaking skills, as you mentioned. Now, with this, I think let's wrap up the meeting. However, there was an announcement that I made in the beginning of the meeting, and that was about the special session that we are going to have, that is the book launch segment that is going to take place on 23rd of August at 10:30 a.m. The similar meeting timings would be conducted by the president of Legal Stories Toastmasters Club. I would be sharing the post for the same in the WhatsApp groups. I hope that you all would be joining for the same. We will be meeting the author, and there will be a book signing event that will be taking place. So thank you so much everyone for joining in the meeting today. I hope you have a great Sunday ahead. Thank you so much everyone. Let's close down and wrap up with the session. I hope all of you have voted. We will announce the winners in the WhatsApp group itself. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.